नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं हूँ आरजे ईरा और आज मैं पहुँची हूँ ऑस्ट्रेलियन पार्लियामेंट में। और आज मैं यहाँ पे क्यों आई हूँ और आज आपको मैं क्या दिखाने वाली हूँ, तो आज हम इंटरनेशनल गीता महोत्सव के लिए यहाँ पे आ चुके हैं। कर्मण्ये वाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन, जैसे ही भगवद गीता में ये कहा गया है वैसे ही हम भी किसी भी कर्म की आशा ना करते हुए सिर्फ कर्म करते रहते, फल की आशा ना करते हुए कर्म करते ही रहते हैं। और आज भी मैं यहाँ पे बहुत सुंदर सा एक श्लोक हमें दिखाई दे रहा है। यत्र योगेश्वरा कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरा तत्र श्री विजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवान मृत्युम मृत्यतम। तो जैसे ही आप सभी को पता है कि भगवद गीता ये जो 700 श्लोकों का एक खंड काव्य माना जाता है और इस काव्य की शुरुआत श्री भगवान कृष्ण जी ने साक्षात कुरुक्षेत्र के मैदान पे की थी, क्योंकि अर्जुन बौखला गए थे और वो ये सोच रहे थे कि हम अपने ही दोस्तों को, अपने ही प्रियजनों को, उनकी हिंसा हम कैसे कर सकते हैं। और उसी के लिए पूरा कर्मयोग श्री भगवान कृष्ण जी ने, माधव जी ने, हमारे यत्र योगेश्वर केशव ने आके अर्जुन जी को सुनाया था। और इसीलिए हम आज ये इंटरनेशनल गीता महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। और हम ये तो पूरी दुनिया में मनाया जा रहा है, लेकिन हम आ गए हैं आज ऑस्ट्रेलियन पार्लियामेंट में। यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानाम अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सुजानहम् पवित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे। और हर युग में हमारे श्री योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण जन्म लेते ही रहते हैं। जहाँ भी दुष्ट का संहार करना है, उस हर एक रूप में यत्र योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण जन्म लेते हैं। मैं हूँ आरजे ईरा, आज आपको दिखा रही हूँ कि ऑस्ट्रेलियन पार्लियामेंट हाउस में हम इंटरनेशनल योगा महोत्सव किस प्रकार से मना रहे हैं। तो चलिए, और यहाँ पे हमें दिव्या जी दिखाई रही। हाय दिव्या जी, प्लीज चलिए आप भी सामने आ जाइए। दिव्या हमारी फिनैक्ट की प्रेसिडेंट है और जैसे ही दिव्या आ गई अंदर, मैंने तो ऑलरेडी बहुत कुछ भगवद गीता के बारे में बोल दिया है, तो हम अंदर चलते हैं और दिखाते हैं लोगों को कि आज कैसे ये महोत्सव हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मना रहे हैं। चलिए।
वो अभी चल रहा है जो भी। और पुराने पुराना तो हो गया, ठीक है।
नमस्ते नमस्ते।
हेलो, नमस्कार जी, नमस्कार।
extended family to this.
बहुत शांति है, क्या कहना चाहेंगे इस प्रोग्राम के बारे में?
नहीं, मैं बस यही कहूँगा कि ये जो गीता महोत्सव है यहाँ पर आज इसका समापन है। काफ़ी जो है इस साल सिडनी में हुआ था और भारत में भी हो चुका है, तो ये बहुत ही पवित्र है और इसमें जैसे गीता का उपदेश है। और यहाँ का कार्यक्रम जो है, अगर आप सभी दर्शकों को याद हो, अप्रैल 2023 में यहाँ पर पहली बार इसी थिएटर में हम लोग का इनॉग्रेशन हुआ था, जो कि 4th इंटरनेशनल गीता महोत्सव का यहाँ कैनबरा में, और आज यहाँ पर दोबारा से समापन हो रहा है 25 में। तो बहुत ही शुभ दिन है और आप लोग को पता है गीता जयंती 1 दिसंबर को है, तो बहुत ही अच्छा है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद ईरा जी, आप आए और यहाँ का
सर मुझे भी नहीं पता, मैं एवरीवेयर आई सेड माय फादर्स आई नो
हमारे साथ यहाँ पे अनीता जी है। अनीता जी फेसबुक लाइव कर रहे हैं और अभी तक शुरुआत नहीं हुई, तो मैंने सोचा चलिए आपसे बात करती हूँ। आपका तो बहुत ही अभ्यास है मैथोलॉजी पे, तो आप क्या बताना चाहेंगे कि कैसे लग रहा है आज आपको यहाँ पे इंटरनेशनल गीता महोत्सव जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मनाया जा रहा है?
सबको नमस्कार। और हमें बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया में आके भी हमारी संस्कृति, हमारी धरोहर बनाए रखी है सबने, और बहुत खुशी है हमें कि हमारे देश से दूर भी हम हमारी सारी संस्कृति को और हमारे ग्रंथों को हमारे बच्चों को पहचान करा सकते हैं। और मेरे माता पिता मौसी जी सारे यहाँ पे हैं और सारे आए हुए हैं सीनियर सिटीजन्स, और वो भी बहुत खुश है ये देख के कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया में इतने प्यार से, इतने भक्तिभाव से गीता महोत्सव मनाया जा रहा है। थैंक यू।
Very good evening. Before I say anything, may I please start with the two most powerful words, and if you all can please join me and repeat me after saying, I would like to say loudly, Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. A very good evening and a warm welcome to our honorable dignitaries, esteemed guests, and our respected community leaders. It's absolutely an honor and privilege to stand here this wonderful and incredible evening, and we are today celebrating the most amazing, the most powerful, the second segment of our international Gita Mahotsav, and for that I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart the National President, Seva Singhji, and the entire team of Association of Friends of Australia. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you. Before I start, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, and I pay my respect to past, present, and emerging. Now, as we say, the most powerful word, Jai Shri Krishna, and today we are here to celebrate the Bhagavad Gita, and it is probably the only book that we celebrate anniversary, what we call Gita Jayanti. And it's absolutely amazing that Sevaji thought that we could celebrate on 1st December, most of us we know that is Gita Jayanti this year on 1st December, Monday. And how beautiful is that we celebrated International Gita Mahotsav in month of May, and this is the second segment that we are celebrating Gita Jayanti Mahotsav. Not just that, it's absolutely amazing that how powerful this book is. Probably I don't even call this book, it's a manual of life. So before we start this wonderful and spiritual journey, first I would like some little housekeeping. I know it can be a little boring, but it's very important. I understand that some of you sitting with a little kids, so I would really sincerely appreciate if at all like you can please keep your kids a little calm throughout the entire event. And I understand mobile is a very important part of our life, but if we can please all silent our mobile phone. I'll literally give you a few seconds. If we can please check our mobile and put it in silent. And another important thing is we may need to go in and out if needed. I would sincerely appreciate if we can respect the person sitting next to us and if we can keep the very minimal silence. That would be highly appreciated. Now, first thing first, I would like to ask everyone to stand up and join for our national anthem for Australia and India. So, we're talking about Bhagavad Gita. spiritual and philosophical text in our human history. Although composed thousands of years ago, it continues to influence modern life, leadership, psychology, ethics, and spirituality. Its timelessness comes from its universal insights, truths that apply to every era, culture, and generation. So first, I would like to invite, because in our Sanatan Dharma, for any auspicious thing, we start with the Pragatir. So for the Pragatir, may I please request, so first I would like to invite Seva Singh, the National President of AHA. Can I please request Sevaji to be on stage? May I please request National President of Hindu Council Australia, Sai Pravastu. May I please request Dr. Dalbir Ahlagat. Now, may I please request all the present ambassadors. So His Excellency Ambassador Bekar Diwali from Georgia. May I please request His Excellency Mr. Mikhail Petrakov from Russia. May I please invite His Excellency Mr. Gopal Bagle from India. May I please request Her Excellency Mrs. Sarojini Srinivasan from Mauritius. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a huge round of applause to all our respected dignitaries and our community leaders.
Let the ladies start.
Please, just because fire is not allowed, so just switch on. वही दे दिया।
May I please have the Ganesh Stuti? Thank you so much. To start with, first, I would like to invite a very special person today, because without his vision, without his leadership, we all probably wouldn't be sitting here. So now, and again, this is another thing I would like to mention, that under his leadership and guidance, Australia is the only country that was able to host the International Gita Mahotsav twice. We did it in 2023 and we did it in 2025, and this is the second segment that we are extending our Gita Mahotsav. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the National President of AHA, Seva Singh, with a huge round of applause.
Thanks, Ravi. First of all, I want to say you said too much about me, so please don't do that, Ravi sir. It's not only embarrassing, but I don't deserve that much. So please don't do that. Honorable High Commissioners, ambassadors, distinguished dignitaries, respected guests, dear friends, good evening and pranam. I would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we stand today, the Ngunnawal and Ngambri people. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and extend their respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. The deep spiritual connection to land and nature echoes the very essence of Gita, the call to live in harmony with creation. I also wish to honor and remember our ancestors whose wisdom, courage, and resilience continue to guide us. Their blessings shape our path, and their sacrifices allow us to gather today the celebration of knowledge, culture, and unity. It's my privilege to welcome His Excellency, the High Commissioner of India, Mr. Gopal Bhagiji. Namaste, sir. I also welcome the High Commissioners and ambassadors from Georgia, Russia, Norway, Mauritius, and Vietnam, and all other distinguished guests present this evening. And above all, I welcome you all, the audience who have chosen to be here on a Friday evening, and many who have traveled from Sydney in their own vehicles. Many of us have come from Sydney. Your presence shows your love for culture, community, and the universal wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. So I welcome you all to the second segment of the International Gita Mahotsav. Many of you know the Bhagavad Gita, but you may be wondering what exactly is the International Gita Mahotsav. See, the word Bhagavad Gita literally means the beautiful song of God, Bhagavad Gita. Gita song, Bhagavad from the mouth of God. It's not just a scripture, it's a manual for life, and it's a conversation between the Supreme Lord and the struggling human mind. It's a guide to life, a call to courage, and a song of hope. The Gita teaches mindfulness, fearlessness, balance, devotion, and surrender, the virtues that transcend culture, time, and geography. As Lord Krishna says, Yogastha Kuru Karmani. That means stay centered in wisdom and then perform your actions. Before I dwell on the International Gita Mahotsav, what it is, I would like you all to know a little bit about Haryana, the state where I come from. The state in India, which is very small in size, but its impact on India is colossal. This is the sacred land where the Bhagavad Gita was born in Kurukshetra, and it continues to guide the world with its spiritual light. With barely 2% of India's population, Haryana produces over 1/3 of India's international sports medals, giving the nation icons like Neeraj Chopra, who you would have heard, Olympic champion, gold medalist, and the Fogart sisters, the wrestlers, and Manu Bhaker, the shooter, and many more. And with just 1.3% of India's land, 1.3%, it sends nearly 10% of India's armed forces, which proves the courage and patriotism we are woven into in our soil, basically. And despite its small geography, Haryana is an industrial and economic powerhouse as well, home to Gurugram. If you haven't been there, or if you have been there, Gurugram, that's one of the world's fastest growing corporate hubs. All the multinationals you can find there, and major manufacturing clusters that drive India's automotive and industrial growth. In every arena, spirituality, sports, defense, and industry, Haryana stands as a small state with a giant heart and an unmatched contribution to India's story. And this is where the International Gita Mahotsav began in Kurukshetra, Haryana, under the vision and blessings of Gita Manishi Gyananji Maharaj. He has dedicated his life to bringing Gita's message to the world. Gita Mahotsav has been celebrated in Haryana for the last 40-50 years. Since Kurukshetra Development Board was built there, that was established. But in the last 9 years or so, it has gained the international stature. And the first International Gita Mahotsav was celebrated in Mauritius in 2019. Since then, it has been celebrated in Canada, England, Sri Lanka, and of course Australia. And we were lucky to have the first International Gita Mahotsav in Australia in April 2023. It was scheduled to be in 2020, but because of COVID, we had to postpone it. And the 2023 International Gita Mahotsav, that was not a celebration of Gita, that was a celebration of culture also, where more than 60 social, religious and cultural organizations of Sydney, of New South Wales and Australia, they came together and celebrated this collaboratively and cooperatively. And we are very proud to say that that was the first event where all the major organizations, Hindu Council of Australia, VHP, BAPS, HOTA, Chinmay Mission, and Gayatri Parivar, and so many others basically. So they were social also and cultural also. And we celebrated in such a big way. It was a 4-day event. Opening ceremony was done here only. And it was, people were standing in hordes. There was no room for sitting. And then we had in ICC, Darling Harbour Theatre in Sydney, that was 2,500 people packed for 4 hours. And then next day, third day, we had the event in Parramatta. It was a Gita Sadbhavna Yatra, basically a march from one temple to the Parramatta River where we performed the Gita Aarti, and which was witnessed by more than 4,000 people. So in all, in different cities, Brisbane, Melbourne, Canberra and Sydney, more than 7,500 people were witness to the International Gita Mahotsav. So that was an achievement of the community and the collaboration of the organizations. And we did the same in 2025 in May, but that was a different session where we celebrated in a different way. We had some conferences and again the Gita Aarti, that was spectacle, and more than 3,000 people witnessed this segment in May. And today we gather in the Federal Parliament of Australia to celebrate the second segment of this year of Gita Mahotsav, which we dedicated to international competitions, transcending borders, languages and generations. And when I said transcending borders and languages, so this competition was not limited to people living in Australia. This was conducted across the world. So there were participation from India, US, Singapore, Nigeria and UK. So many other countries, they participated in the competition. There were 4 competitions that we conducted. And Gita Shloka recitation competition, Gita quiz competition, Gita essay writing competition, and Gita painting and coloring competition. Coloring and painting competition was only in Australia because we had, it could not have been done digitally, but other things they were done digitally, and we will show you later on how it was conducted. And technology played a very crucial role in this. Through online platforms, digital submissions and virtual coordination, we were able to connect thousands of people, just as Krishna says in Gita, Samatvam Yogam Uchyate. Balance and unity is the essence of yoga. And just as the Gita unites hearts, technology united continents. So Asia, North America and South America. Kurukshetra celebrations, we celebrate, as we celebrate here in Australia in the Parliament. In Kurukshetra, the Gita Mahotsav is being celebrated since from 15th of November until 5th of December. And Prime Minister of India, Honorable Modi ji, he was there a couple of days ago to be part of this Mahotsav. And more than 1.5 million people, they visit Kurukshetra during this festival. So Gita Jayanti is what we are celebrating today as part of the International Gita Mahotsav. Gita Jayanti is on 1st of December, as we told you. And that's the day it was spoken by Lord Krishna to Arjun. And it is celebrated not only across India, but across the world in different cities. It is being celebrated in London also, in Canada also, and other places also. And ma'am, from Mauritius, your government was part of the first International Gita Mahotsav celebration. Gita Jayanti, it's not just an event, it's a spiritual awakening. And I want to say tonight's event would not have been possible without the support and guidance of His Excellency Gopal Bagleji. He and his team, Chinmay Suresh Panditji, Ishpal and others, they have been following up, and they have been asking what's happening. We need to celebrate. So I thank you, sir, for I would say pushing us to do as better as we can. And I'm happy with the result what we did. But I'm sure you will be, all of you will be happy as well when you see what we did as a team. And this time also, the support was also from organizations, all of the organizations. Sai Parvasturi, National President, he is here. And I want to name a few, not all of them, but there was huge support. Nilima Parvasturi, okay, she is media coordinator of Hindu Council of Australia. She is not here, she is in India at the moment. But from India, she made sure that the cultural performances, they are top of the notch, okay, basically. And she contacted Amrita Naikji, she's probably here, or if not, she's there. Amrita Naikji coordinated in Canberra, and the cultural performances that we're going to witness, that will be because of Nilimaji and Amrita Naikji's efforts. Thank you to both of you. Then Rakesh Gumbar is another gentleman, he is in Canberra, and he assisted us with the booking of this venue. So thank you, Rakesh Gumbar, thank you. And last but not least, other one, okay, sorry. Niyati Mehta ji from Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center. She did an amazing job. She was following up Sevaji, we need to do it Australia-wide. And she made sure that we get support from not only Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center, but ICCR in Australia as well. And we thank Niyati Mehta ji and again the High Commission in approving that request as well. Thank you, sir. And last but not least, I would like to thank, I don't do that publicly and I'm not allowed to as well, but I would like to thank my wife, okay, because to endure me for the sleepless nights that we have with my team, okay, in organizing this event successfully. And before who am I? I am just a person who connects the dots. All of us are instruments in this divine orchestra, and my role is to bring this song of devotion, Bhagavad Gita, to as many people as possible. So this is one effort that I'm doing. Before I'm sorry I'm taking a bit long, but my friends say when I get the mic I generally don't stop, but I'm going to stop. Before I conclude, let me welcome you once again with folded hands. And in a few moments, you will witness a glimpse of how the International Gita Mahotsav has been celebrated not only across Australia, but in other countries over the years. A journey of unity, culture, and spiritual awakening. Let us remember Krishna's words, Karmanye Vadhikaraste, Ma Fleshu Padachana, the most famous verse, I would say. Most of us would be remembering that, if not whole of Gita. And that means you have the right to perform your duty, but not to the fruits thereof. May this evening inspire us to act with purpose, serve with humility, and live with wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sevaji. Once again, let's have a huge round of applause for Sevaji and his vision and mission for this Bhagavad Gita. So why this Bhagavad Gita, as Sevaji mentioned, is so popular? And it's not just that it's a universal guide
ये अमृता जी है, अमृता नायक। ये कैनबरा में इन्होंने ही पूरा योगदान दिया है इंटरनेशनल योगा
ऐसा
डे
कुछ
के
भी
लिए।
नहीं है। थैंक यू सो
और
मच।
ये अपने छोटे से बेबी के साथ यहाँ पे आई है। हेलो,
हाय ऋषि। हेलो
वो ऋषि है। हाय ऋषि। थैंक यू अमृता जी।
नो वरीज, गुड लक फॉर परफॉर्मेंस।
Thank you so much. Moving on, now I would like to invite a very distinguished personality, and that's none other than Dr. Dalveer Ahlawat. He is a senior lecturer in security studies at Macquarie University, specialized in Indo-Pacific security, India.
दोस्तों, हम यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी देख रहे हैं कि किस प्रकार से इंटरनेशनल गीता महोत्सव मनाया जाता है। तो मैं भी एक्चुअली थोड़ी मगन हो गई थी और देख रही थी, मैं भी मगन हो गई थी और मुझे भी ध्यान नहीं रहा। तो हम गीता क्या है, गीता गीता योग है। गीता हमारे लिए एक हमारा धर्म ग्रंथ ही है, लेकिन हमें एक राह भी दिखाता है। हमारे लिए वो हर सदियों में, हर युग में हमारा साथी बनके गीता हमारे साथ रहती है। और इसीलिए योगेश्वर कृष्ण जी ने भगवद गीता सुनाई थी, क्योंकि योगेश्वर कृष्ण जी ने, आप जा सकते हो, लोग आ रहे हैं बीच में, तो कैसे रोक सकते हैं लोगों को। तो हम चलिए, जैसे मैं आपको बता रही थी कि योगेश्वर कृष्ण जी ने भगवद गीता बनाई थी। तो अब मैं आपसे विदा लेती हूँ, और आपसे, और यहाँ पे आवाज़ भी बहुत है, पीछे आइए, यहाँ पे आवाज़ भी बहुत है। तो मेरे ख्याल से मैं अभी अंदर जाती हूँ और आपको ये पूरा प्रोग्राम नहीं दिखा पा रही हूँ, लेकिन अगर आप यहाँ पे होते तो आपको भी मज़ा आता, आप भी ज़रूर इन्जॉय करते। तो जैसे ही मैं जाते जाते बस एक ही कहते जाती हूँ, जैसे ही योगेश्वर कृष्ण जी ने कहा था कि कर्मण्ये वाधिका रस्ते माँ फलेषु कदाचन, वैसे ही मैं हूँ आज ये ईरा, और आज भी और हर वक्त आपके साथ, आपके हाथ रेडियो मनपसंद के साथ आपके सामने आती रहती हूँ, अपना कर्म करती रहती हूँ, फल की आशा बिल्कुल नहीं करती। आप देख रहे हैं रेडियो मनपसंद, मैं हूँ आज ये ईरा, और आज तड़का लग रहा है गीता महोत्सव पे, इंटरनेशनल गीता महोत्सव पे। आपसे विदा लेती हूँ, आप अपना ख्याल रखिए और भगवद गीता का पठन करते रहिए। धन्यवाद।